Worm tea secrets: boost your garden instantly with this nutrient elixir. Welcome back to Soilsage Chronicles, fellow garden enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into one of the most transformative secrets for lush, thriving gardens: worm tea. If you've ever wondered how to supercharge your soil naturally and give your plants an instant vitality boost, you're in the right place. Worm tea is more than a gardening fad. It's a time-tested, nutrient-packed elixir that brings life back to tired soil and invigorates your plants from root to leaf. Whether you're a beginner looking to nurture your first vegetable patch or an experienced gardener seeking stronger growth and better yields, this guide will walk you through everything you need to know. So, you'll also need clean water, a container or bucket, and an aerator or even just a small aquarium pump to oxygenate your tea. Optional, but honestly highly recommended, is a little sugar or molasses to feed the microbes during brewing. And, a blender or grinder will help process plant leaves efficiently, while a spray bottle or watering can makes application super easy. Let's get practical for a minute. Brewing worm tea is simple, but it does require some attention to ratios and, of course, aeration. Start by mixing 1 part worm castings with 10 parts water. If you're making a larger batch, a standard 5-gallon bucket works perfectly. Next, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of molasses per gallon to provide food for those beneficial microbes. Once everything's mixed, aeration is key here. Oxygen-rich environments help beneficial bacteria and fungi flourish, so don't skip this step. If you've got an aquarium pump, just leave it bubbling for about 24 to 48 hours. If not, you can stir the mixture regularly, but honestly, continuous aeration is more effective. After brewing, strain the liquid to remove any solids. Use the tea immediately, or, if you need to, store it in a cool, shaded place for short-term use. And remember, avoid leaving it in direct sunlight, since UV rays can actually harm those beneficial microbes. FPJs are another layer of nutrient richness. Start by harvesting fresh leaves from your chosen plants. Young, healthy leaves contain the highest concentration of nutrients. Chop or blend them, then mix with water and a small amount of sugar, about 1 teaspoon per cup of plant material. Place the mixture in a sealed container and let it ferment for 3 to 5 days, stirring daily. Once fermentation is complete, strain the liquid. The FPJ is now ready for use but should be diluted approximately 1 to 10 with water before applying to your garden. This dilution ensures that your plants receive a gentle nutrient boost without risk of overfeeding. Application is where the magic happens. For a small garden bed of roughly 10 by 10 feet, around 2 gallons of diluted worm tea is sufficient per application. Apply it directly to the soil around your plants to nourish the roots. FPJs, diluted as described, can be applied in a similar fashion using approximately 1 gallon per plant row. You can also use both as foliar sprays. Early morning or late afternoon is ideal to prevent leaf burn. Apply the spray evenly over the foliage, ensuring coverage of the undersides of leaves where microbes thrive. For best results, alternate weekly between worm tea and FPJs. This keeps your garden receiving a balanced mix of nutrients and microbial support, leading to stronger, greener, and more productive plants. One of the most exciting ways to experiment in your garden is to make 2 FPJs from different plants and apply them to identical garden sections. For instance, you might use comfrey FPJ on 1 row of tomatoes and moringa FPJ on another. By keeping soil, watering, and sunlight consistent, you can observe which FPJ produces greener leaves, faster growth, or better fruit set. Track your observations over several weeks. Take note of leaf color, plant height, and overall vigor. You might find that one FPJ excels in promoting foliage growth while the other enhances flowering or fruit development. This hands-on experimentation not only improves your garden results, but also deepens your understanding of how different plant nutrients interact with soil microbes. While worm tea and FPJs are powerful tools, a few practical tips will ensure you get the most out of them. Always use fresh, healthy ingredients. Stressed or diseased plants will yield weaker FPJs. Avoid chemical fertilizers when using these organic elixirs as they can disrupt microbial activity. So, you'll want to monitor plant response and adjust dilution ratios if necessary. Combining these liquid boosts with a layer of compost will, honestly, further enhance soil structure and long-term fertility. Consistency is key here. Just like any living system, your garden thrives when it receives regular care. Weekly applications will keep your soil and plants in peak condition, making your garden resilient and productive. Worm tea and FPJs are not just trendy garden boosters, they are sustainable natural ways to enrich your soil, strengthen plants, and increase yields. By feeding the microbes that do the heavy lifting in your soil, you create a self-sustaining ecosystem that keeps your garden vibrant season after season. As you experiment with different FPJs and track their effects, you'll gain insights that no fertilizer label can provide. The beauty of these elixirs lies in their simplicity and adaptability, whether you're growing a few pots on your balcony or managing an extensive vegetable patch. So, fellow gardeners, it's time to brew, pour, and watch your garden thrive like never before. And if you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Soil Sage Chronicles for more actionable tips, tricks, and garden wisdom. Share it with your fellow green thumbs and let's grow a community of healthy, thriving gardens together.